Hi guys, just thought I'd post up another video just following on from the success of this suit alteration video. I thought I would post up a video just chatting more specifically about jacket alterations and what can be done. So thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you having a watch of this. I hope it's informative for you, and I'll try and fit the jacket into the video as best as I can. So basically, the most popular two alterations that we do to suit jackets, and I would imagine the most popular two that all tailors around the globe do, is shortening the sleeves. I would say is the most popular. If the sleeve is too long, it does look a bit untidy and you want to show a nice part of your cuff off, whether you're wearing a double cuff shirt or if you're wearing a single cuff shirt. Most people don't want them any longer, I would say, than that part of your wrist there. It does differ, personal preference. I'm not saying it's specifically that point. It does differ slightly for different people, but as a general rule of thumb, I would say nobody really wants it any longer than that. So you can shorten the cuff. Sometimes if it's an open cuff, it is a bit tricky to do. Like this one is a functioning cuff because this is a bespoke suit. They are a bit tricky to alter, but a competent tailor who knows what he's doing, you can either do two options. There's either you can do it from the sleeve head, which is a little bit tricky, so we'd take it to a tailor who knows what he's doing for this, because I've seen some horror jobs when people have attempted it to do it that way and it's not gone in quite right, the sleeve head's not gone in quite right and it's twisted and stuff like that. So just be careful of doing it that way unless you are 100% confident in your tailor to do that. The other way, the most popular way, is to do it from the bottom, and then either you can maybe lose a buttonhole and then do it, say it's a 3-button cuff. If it's a fake buttonhole, you can carefully remove the stitching and do it that way. Sometimes you can leave it as full, but it all depends on the customer and how much you're doing it. You wouldn't want much more than 3/4 of an inch as a gap from the end of the buttonhole to there. The next one, second one most popular, is tapering the body. Now, this is very, very popular. I don't know if it's just in England, but a lot of guys do want this very slim silhouette look nowadays. They don't want it being fairly straight cut. I do get obviously a few older gentlemen who don't mind having a straighter cut. Some of them are against the slim cut, they don't like it. But I would say the majority of guys in their 20s, 30s and 40-year-old blokes that are coming in here do want that nice slim silhouette that shows off their waistline, and you can get it tucked right in there and make it a nice slim fit, and it does make a lot of a difference. In my opinion, it does get it a nice slim fit, and it can make you look slimmer than what you are. That's basically what, and then being honest, if you cut it well, if you get it right into the midriff, without being too tight, but you've got a little bit of room, you can get it so it's looking really sharp and really nicely tailored. And when you see that on somebody, you will notice the difference than one that's not been altered. I guarantee it. You will definitely notice the difference. If you had them side by side, same jackets, you would definitely notice the one that's been tailored will fit much better. Now moving on, the other one we do now and again is we shorten the length of the jacket. You can do this around about 2 inches. The problem is obviously you've got your pockets in a certain place, so you don't want to go too high because then it looks a bit odd where your pockets are. Now if you've got a flat pocket, definitely the bottom of the flap will, you don't want to go too short because it's going to look odd. If it's a jetty pocket without a flap, you can maybe go slightly more, but I would say generally don't go any more than 2 inches. Ideally, I don't like to go much more than an inch, but again, it's personal preference and it's on the customer to choose what they want. So basically, that's what we run through with the jacket alterations. There is other technical ones where obviously if the armpit is too tight, you can let that go slightly in the back seams. That could ease it out there. But you're getting into more technical alterations. The most straightforward ones are tapering the body, shortening the sleeves. We do taper sleeves down now as well. We do make these slimmer as well, because obviously if you're tapering the body and making that slimmer, the overall effect sometimes you want the sleeve a bit slimmer as well. So we do that as well. We didn't really do that up to about, we only started doing that about 4 or 5 years ago. The first person, sorry, shameless the name drop, the first person who ever asked me to do that for him was Cristiano Ronaldo when he was doing the Tailor with Manchester United. When he was there, he's the first person that ever asked me to get his sleeves tapered. So we tapered the body for him, and he obviously wanted more slimmer. We taped the legs on the trousers, and then the other one was that I tapered the sleeves. The first person that genuinely ever asked me to taper his sleeves. And then since then, we've had quite a few people over the last, say, 4 or 5 years, but going back when he was there, he was the first person that ever asked me to taper the sleeves. So there we have it. We've run through pretty much everything now. So the other one is obviously chipping the shoulders. You can bring them in by 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch. Shorten the sleeves, taper the body. Sometimes if it's a bit snug, you can let the body out, but the most I would say you get in an off the peg suit jacket would be about 1 inch. I very much doubt there'll be any more than 1 inch left inside your jacket to let out. If it's been made for you by a tailor, they would normally leave about 2, 3 or 4 inches inside. We leave around about 3 inches inside our suits that we make here. And there you have it. We've shortened length, that's fine, we've covered that. Sometimes the underarm seam, sometimes we might taper that in slightly. If the chest area is slightly full here, we can take in the chest seam just underneath the armpit. That's another one, but again, you're getting a little bit more technical. The most straightforward ones is the sleeves and then tapering of the body. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope it's been informative. I hope I've not waffled on too much. I hope I've covered the major areas there with the suit jacket, or alternatively it could be a sports jacket. So thank you very much for watching. If you've got any questions, it's michael@jamespersonaltailor.co.uk, and also our main website is www.tailorsinmanchester.co.uk. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it, and thanks for any comments. I'll try and get back to you ASAP, or if you drop me an email. You don't have to be in the Manchester area per se or the northwest of England coming to me. I'll gladly give you some advice, even if you're on the other side of the world. I'm totally fine. Yeah, I'm here to help you. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. Take care.